My brother was riding his bike. An elderly gentleman didn't see him and went through the light and ran into him. He was in the hospital in a coma, and I knew that we would be looking at some pretty significant medical bills and wanted to explore my options. And I had heard great things from people in the community about Tim. He wasn't a cookie cutter. He would look to find the best solution. He really took the time to listen, and then when my brother did pass away, he was there for us. I called Tim pretty quickly. I was anxious and wanting to know the options. He knew the questions to ask and where to go for answers. It was nice to have Tim and his staff because they were really good at doing some of the legwork. They obviously had the experience I did not have.
When I get a call from a client and they've been seriously injured, they are very nervous because the first and foremost thing they're nervous about is whether or not they're going to recover. And then the second part of this is, how am I going to pay the bills and what am I going to do in the future? So there's a lot of anxiety and fear in caring for their family. So what we want to do is educate them, care for them, and make sure they're getting the proper medical care and that their expenses are being taken care of. Some of the biggest mistakes that I see when there's a personal injury claim is when the client's been representing themselves or they've gone to another law firm that really is inactive on their case. They're not getting the medical attention so that we can actually make sure that they're getting the proper treatment. They're not properly going to a good law firm to properly prosecute that personal injury claim. On a personal injury case, it's important to have a trial attorney handling your case. And the reason is because as the case progresses, if the insurance company doesn't want to give you the money that you're demanding, you need somebody that can go into the courtroom and get you that justice that you deserve, which means the verdict that you need.
Well, my brother did pass away. He had over $1 million hospital bill for the 2 weeks, and Tim worked with the insurance and the hospital so that we weren't out of cost for that. He also went and worked with the gentleman who hit us, his insurance, and negotiated a payout for my parents for the loss of their son.
When a client's looking for a personal injury attorney, you want somebody with experience, somebody that's handled the cases, and somebody that has trial experience. You want somebody that knows the system and can assist you all the way through the claims process and ultimately a trial if the case cannot get resolved. You need somebody with experience.
They knew who to call for what. They really know our medical community. They really know the Colorado Springs community, and I appreciate that they had that expertise.
When somebody's waiting because they don't think they can afford an attorney on an injury claim, it's important to understand that you're not going to be paying the attorney. We work on a contingency fee agreement, which means we get a percentage of the money that's recovered. So if you're delaying and saying, I can't afford somebody on my injury claim, please know it's a contingency fee and you're not going to be paying us an hourly rate or a wage concerning that. We're going to get money from your claim.